Do you know that you can actually be bleeding money and not realize it? Do you know that there are many ways that your money could be leaking from your account without you even knowing? If you don't pay attention and try to plug these leakages, you will be losing money instead of saving money. If you are still trying to keep up with the Joneses in 2023, I have news for you. The Joneses are dead. Inflation don't kill them. They are now dead. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and on this channel I share information to make settling into life in Canada seamless for newcomers and foreign trained professionals. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button. There's something for you to learn here, I can assure you that. And for my returning subscribers, welcome. Thank you for stopping and thank you for clicking this video as always. Do you guys like my new glasses? Yeah, I changed my glasses and I'm really feeling this one. I really like it. If you guys like it, tell me in the comment section. Do you like it? Yes or no? I better be yes. I'm warning you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bully you. Today's video is inspired by a rude shocker that I experienced recently. For the first time in a while, I decided to check my bank app just to look through what's going on there. And I saw a few recurring debits that I didn't recognize. It was for a subscription that I did a couple of months back that I no longer use. And you guys, I was mad. I was angry that I didn't catch it sooner. It was just money that I have wasted for something I'm not using. So of course I unsubscribed immediately. But then it got me thinking, like, what other ways am I bleeding cash? What other ways is my money leaking that I am not paying attention to? And that's what has inspired today's video. If you're like me, at the end of the year, I like to do like a review. Just check different areas of my life, what worked, what didn't work, and my finances is a huge part of that. So I've just been doing some thinking, like I cannot afford to do 2024 the way I did 2023, especially with my money. I was a bit I got a bit overwhelmed at some point in 2023 and I was no longer on top of things, because I mean that's the reason why that subscription went on for months and I didn't catch it. So I thought about it, like, what other ways can I manage my money better in 2024 to make sure that I'm plugging the leakages and minimizing the wastage as much as possible. So I thought I would come share with you guys some practical things that I am going to be doing in 2024, and you may learn from it as well. So that's what this is about. The first thing that I thought about is diversifying my income. Are there other ways that I can make money? Are there other avenues that I can earn from? What do I have? What do I know that can be of value to somebody else that would be a stream of income to me? I am still figuring that out. I have a couple of options on the table, and as soon as I have that clearly defined, I'll come and ask you guys for your opinion and if it's something that you guys would be interested in. So that's in the works. Aside that, okay, now that I've talked about my income, diversifying the income, what practical ways can I use to save the money that I already have now? Let's just work with what we have today. And one way I realized, guys, something that has saved me some money in the last little while is buying in bulk. I have never really, so I buy dry food in bulk. I buy things like rice, oil, toiletries, cleaning supplies. I buy those things in bulk, no doubt. But when it comes to like food that can be frozen, when it comes to like food that you can join with other people to share, I have never really been a big fan of it, especially meat, especially for like meat, like tomatoes and peppers. For the first time in the 7 years that I've lived in Saskatoon or in Canada, you guys, I bought tomatoes and it's in my freezer. Ask me why I didn't used to do it before. I cannot answer that question. Honestly, I can't. But I did this time. And I am seeing that I'm already saving money. So if you're not aware, in the fall, tomatoes, shepherd peppers are usually sold relatively cheaper than it would be in the rest during the rest of the year. Real Canadian Superstore carries them really cheap. This year, the supply was not as much as it used to be in previous years. Trust me, I see them, but I just never saw the need. Why would I buy tomatoes and store it for a year? I can buy the tomatoes that's already diced in the can, and whatever it is I cook still comes out nice. What's the big deal? But this is the first time I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. Let me see what it saves me. And so far, I am already seeing that it has saved me money. I am already seeing the difference already. I bought tomatoes, I bought shepherd's pepper, I bought habanero pepper. It's in my freezer. Oh, I bought a freezer as well, you guys. I finally bought a freezer. I had a small freezer in my former house. It was maybe like a 5 CU or a 7 CU freezer. That's all I had. So that was another thing that restricted what I could buy. My freezer was small. But for the first time, I decided, you know what? I'm no longer going to do this where sometimes I cook and I'm struggling with where to put it. So I bought a 15 CU freezer. It's in my garage. You guys will probably see that in another video, maybe like a vlog. I bought that freezer and decided that I was going to shop in bulk and load it up for the winter. So I did. I bought tomatoes, peppers, and then I bought meat. I bought some beef. I bought like smoked turkey, catfish. I just stocked the freezer basically. And I want to see, in the moment when I was buying it, it seemed like it cost a lot of money to do it. But from what I've seen so far, you guys, as against going to the store to buy meat in pieces or in little bits when I want to cook, I'm already seeing that I'm saving money from what I got from what I spent compared to what it would cost me if I was going to the butchery to buy the meat in bits whenever I want to cook. I'm already saving money, and I'm now going to be shopping my freezer as against going to the store to go and buy meat every time. Which brings me to the next point of how I have saved money this last little while, guys. Shop your pantry. Shop your pantry. There are so many things inside that pantry that you have bought. You keep pushing it to the back of the pantry. When you buy new things, you use the ones in front, but you're not reaching the ones behind. Shop your pantry. For some of you, it might be a good time for you to empty out that pantry and see what's there. There was so much wastage in my pantry when I did this. Like some things that I did not know were there. Some of them were expired. Some of them were nearing expiry. I had to donate some of those things because I know that I will not be able to get to them before the expiry date. So as against letting it spoil, let somebody else benefit from it. So shop your pantry. Empty out that pantry and see what is behind. Some of the things that I've been buying and buying every time I go to the store, I had a supply in my pantry and I didn't know it was there. So shop your pantry. For some of you, you need to shop your freezers. For those of you who already are in the habit of buying things in bulk and you have like freezers that you just buy and load stuff, you need to maybe try to defrost that freezer and see what is at the bottom. See what is there. You keep buying these things, loading at the top. When you don't finish it, when you notice one thing is finished, you go and buy more and not realize there are things at the bottom. I learned the hard way, you guys. Shop your pantry, defrost your freezer, check what is in there. If you know what's there, that's a different case, but if not, you will need to get to the bottom of that freezer because we're wasting money just letting it sit there, and the longer it stays, sometimes you don't want to eat it anymore and then it becomes a waste. So shop that freezer, shop that pantry. You might just be bleeding money by not doing that. Then another thing that I've been doing in the last little while is track my expenses. Guys, as silly as it sounds, I tried it for 1 month and I did not believe how much money I was wasting on certain things. So tracking your expenses just means for like a whole month, take note of every dollar that you spend. Take note of every amount of money you spend. Track it, write it down. If you are more automated, check your account, check your bank statement, check what is coming out, track the expenses, know exactly where your money is going. Guys, I am too embarrassed to admit to you guys what I found as one of the biggest culprits, biggest places where my money was going, and it was not anything that was adding value. I'm too ashamed to tell people. If you bribe me in the comment section, I can't tell you, but I am ashamed, really. Until you track your expenses, you will not realize where the leakages are. Until you track what is coming out, you won't understand. For you, it might just be, oh, it's just $2. Oh no, it's just $4. But at the end of the day, $4 a day that you're wasting on something, it adds up. All of these $2, $3, $5, $10 here, it totally adds up. When I added my own up, if I had small money on top, I'm going to get down payment for a condo. I'm telling you guys the truth. Like, I had to borrow myself sense when I did that and realized that this is so much wastage. So track your expenses. I wish I could emphasize this a lot more, but please track those expenses and know where your money is going. Just do it for 1 month. Do it for 1 month and you will see that it will be a game changer for you. So track it. Make sure that you're plugging every possible leakage that is happening that you're not aware of. And then another thing that I'm doing is, yes, there's a place to be generous, there's a place to give out stuff, but there's also the place of wisdom. You should know what to give out for free and you should know what you can sell. Look through your closet. For me, I've looked through my children's closet, I've looked through my own closet. What can I be generous with and give out? What else can I resell? Reselling stuff It might not be, you might not make the most money from it, but I mean, even if it's $50 that you make, that's something. $50 for some people can fill your tank. $50 for some people can pay for like your phone plan. $50 for some people can pay for their power bill in a month, depending on the size of your house. So check through your closets, especially this period. If you do occasional closet cleanup, separate the things that you are happy to give out for free, but also identify the things that you can sell and make more money from it. One very quick way I found that I was wasting money was with my children's school supplies. At the end of every year, they come back home with the school supplies that they don't use during the school year. I made the mistake of just taking the news list that they provided to us for the new school year and just going on websites where you can go and order school supplies for your children, order everything that's on the list, forgetting that they brought some things back from the previous school year. When you look through those things, you realize that there's some things that you don't even need to buy for the new school year. So this might be a trick for somebody, especially if you have children. Check through their supplies, check through what can be salvaged for the next school year, as against just leaving it there. For me, I was just leaving them inside like big bean bags inside my garage, only for me to open it not too long ago and realize that there were brand new stuff. There were boxes of pencils, boxes of crayons, tubs of glue that had not been opened. There were erasers. All of these things I bought again for the new school year. So it might just be a way to save some money for somebody. Then what I would say is that you should save. Practical ways that you can save money is to put something aside, no matter how small. No matter how small. For some people, I find that it's the discipline to save that is the problem. It's the discipline to make it like a conscious and consistent pattern is what people struggle with. You know what I've used to solve that problem for myself? I've joined a mini cooperative where a couple of people come together. We save every month and then people can get bulk money. It's like getting a loan at no interest. Although some people might argue that it's actually savings with no interest as well, but it is how readily available the money is to me. That's what the advantage is. In Nigeria, we call it ajo. Yoruba people call it ajo. In Benin, when I was growing up, it's called osusu. You guys, let me tell you the truth. Osusu paid my school fees when I was going to university in Nigeria. It was from all of those things that my mother was doing. That's how she raised four graduates by herself. 4. It's from all of this cooperative kind of savings. So if discipline is the problem, find a cooperative and join. If you don't have a cooperative around you that you can join, maybe it is you who needs to start the cooperative. Bring a couple of people together to say, you know what, we're all going to commit to putting $500 away every month. And at the end of 1 month, if it's say 5 people, at the end of 1 month, it means all of you have $2,500. That $2,500 can go to one person. The next month it goes to the next person. The next month it goes to the next person. So it's a convenient and a more consistent way for you to get bulk cash without paying the interest on a loan. That's how I see it. I have joined that job and it is helping me stay disciplined. It is helping me stay consistent in my savings. And because it is money I'm putting away until it is my turn to collect the bulk money, I don't have access to it. So it's not a case of I just want to buy something now I'm going to go and take back the money that I've saved. It's like putting savings away in an account that I don't have access to until it is my turn to take the bulk money. For somebody, maybe that doesn't work for you. If you are more disciplined to save by yourself, by all means continue saving, but please put something away, no matter how small. Have an emergency fund, have a rainy day fund, no matter how small it is, because with the winter, sometimes there can be unexpected expenses. Sometimes not even winter, sometimes all year round. It's the end of the year, it's Christmas. Like, I'm thinking about it now, I'm like, for some people this is the time of the year where you have the most expenses because of the money you have to send to your friends, to your family. People are getting married at this time of the year, so it can be big on expenses for people. Just put money aside, okay? And then lastly, which is something that I have mastered over the years, is to live below my means, not even within. It is now below. It's until you live below your means that you can have money to put away. If your income is 1,000 and your expenses are 1,000, you will never have money to save. If your income is 1,000 and you are able to keep your expenses $700 and below, then you have that extra $300 that you can now start talking about savings, talk about investment. You must live below your means. If you are still trying to keep up with the Joneses in 2023, I have news for you. The Joneses are dead. Inflation don't kill them. They are now dead. Inflation and hunger have killed them. In fact, they have moved to Antarctica where they died because they could not afford anything. The Joneses are dead. We are no longer keeping up with the Joneses. That era has passed. This is the era of reality, where you face reality and tell yourself the truth. What you cannot afford, you cannot afford. Unless you increase your earning power or you have multiple sources of income that can pay for the kind of lifestyle that you are craving, you are better off living within or below your means. It sounds like the same thing, Sha. Within your means it's also what you can afford. Anyway, you guys get what I'm trying to say, Abby. Except the money is plenty and your income is a lot more than your expenses, then you are fine. If you're in the category of people who still need these adjustments to make sure that you're breaking even and you're not living paycheck to paycheck and just one paycheck away from being broke or being bankrupt, then all of these adjustments are needed. This is my reality, and I thought I'll come share that with you guys for anybody that would find this kind of content useful. Did you learn from this? If you have practical ways that you have learned to save, practical ways that you're cutting expenses, cutting your cost, if there are practical ways that you are using to do that, please share that below. Let's all learn from you, because 2024 has to be different, especially for me. I'm talking for myself. 2024, I really need to do better with managing my finances, and I could use all the help, so yeah, that's what I wanted to come share with you guys today. Thank you so much as always for watching. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, this is a great time to hit the subscribe button so that I can continue to bring you guys premium content like this. I know they try. Help me hit the subscribe button, okay? Thank you very much for watching this video, guys, and until I come your way in the next one, it's your girl as always, Marina, saying thank you and have an awesome day. Bye, guys.